Hi, this is Renee with Corporate Jungles again. I wanted to show you my Rio Samba plant, or rose bush. Rio Samba is probably one of the best rose bushes I've ever had. It continues to produce beautiful flowers, probably starting in June, all the way to the first frost. And I actually have it in a microclimate here where it stays warmer, so this one will actually produce flowers a little bit longer. But you can see the leaves right here. We had 4 weeks of straight rain and it really caused a lot of black spot. This plant happens to be disease resistant, and this is the first year we've ever had problems with diseases. And we've had this plant probably 5 or 6 years now. So I'm pretty sure it was the 4 weeks of constant unending rain. But you can see it's really coming back strong. It's got some new growth on here. And the reason why I don't cut it back, you can see the fungus right here. That's actually what it looks like, black spot. So you can see that I'm actually leaving this plant intact, and I'll tell you why. These rose hips right here are loaded with seeds. So when they mature and they turn like a purplish color when they're mature, here, maybe I got one right here. That rose hip is mature and ready to harvest the seeds. So when you see it turn that color, you can open it up and fish out all the seeds and then plant it, and you will have more rose bushes. So my plant, and you can see it's actually starting to get new flowers here at the tips. Now for those of you who don't know how to prune roses, roses bloom on the first year growth, so you can pretty much bloom any time of the year. Or sorry, you can prune it any time of the year and it will produce flowers. However, the rule of thumb is that you do it in the fall, because most roses in colder climates need to be mulched up around the base. So I will later show a video on how to prune this back. This year I probably prune it back maybe every 2 or 3 years. So later on I'll be posting a video on how to properly prune this right now, but at the moment I want these hips to mature so that I can harvest the seeds. So I'm kind of leaving it alone, and this one will be viable pretty soon. But you get about 10 to 20 seeds per rose hip depending on the size. So I don't know what the germination rate is going to be on that, but if I even get 2 or 3, I'll be a happy camper. So we're just going to leave this bad boy alone until fall, and then once I get all these rose hips harvested, we're going to cut it back to the ground and start again, I guess. So anyway, in colder climates, I'm zone 7, so in zone 5, 6, zone 4, like that, you need to mound up mulch to about 6 or 7, sometimes even 12 inches tall, and you need to cut the canes back to about, I don't know, 6 inches tall, and then mound up the mulch around 12 inches tall to keep it nice and warm and toasty in the winter. And then when spring comes, you got to pull all the mulch off of there and let it grow naturally. And that's usually how people overwinter their rose bushes. I happen to be in a zone, and this is a microclimate right here because my air conditioner is right there, so I get a lot of heat coming off of that in the winter. So these guys will probably keep blooming probably past the first snow. And I usually don't have to mulch this at all. These guys are really hardy, and I highly recommend that anybody that loves rose bushes gets the Rio Samba, because the flowers are beautiful. They change color as they mature, so they come out like this yellow color. They'll emerge this yellow color, and then they'll get like a peachy pink color to it. And then this is kind of like the final stage where it's like a pinkish white. So you get 3 or 4 different color roses on one bush. So it's really pretty. And my neighbors are always jealous of my rose bushes, and they always ask me where I get them from. And there's several places you can get Rio Sambas from. I happen to get one local here from a place in Chapel Hill. North Carolina, local to me, and I can't remember what it's called. Witherspoon Rose Culture? That's what it's called. Witherspoon Rose Culture, and they do ship. So check them out and get you a Rio Samba today. Alright, thanks for watching. Happy planting.